Let me explain something first, for those who don't know. This is just our interface for starting our test scenarios. So I'm just going to run this scenario. Now this scenario is interactive, right? I can do all this interactively by entering little commands. I can say, okay, add a cell, remove a cell, change the downlink allocations, things like that. So first of all, there's a little, besides all the, the cells are set up from configuration files, this one is going to set a band 7 cell, LTE cell 0 will be band 7, cell 1 will be band 20, cell 2 will be band 3, and cell 3 will also be band 20, right? I'm going to start off with the downlink power of the cell 0, high, because I want the UE to attach to that cell. These powers will be low. I'm just setting the transmission modes here, so they're all T and 3. I'm putting MAC padding on, and the number of cells I want 4 created. So when I run the scenario, it's going to create these cells, right, with these powers. I'm going to get the UE to attach to cell 0. I'm then going to bring up the power of the other cells and add them. Right? Now I could type all these commands in separately, but it's a lot easier. Can we show that other? Oh, it's there, right? So this is a little command file we're going to run once the UE is attached. It's going to set the downlink power of cell 1, cell 2. Just delay for a couple of seconds so you can see what's going on. We're going to do a carry aggregation, CA add of cell 1 without activating it. We could activate it straight away, right? But I'm going to not activate it. I'm going to delay for a while. I'm then going to add the second cell, and then I'm going to activate the cells separately. Okay? So, and then this thing here, online tool, this will show the downlink throughput. It'll be hard to see at the back, so I'll try and explain what's going on, right? But what we expect when we first attach, I've got to get the device up first. When we first attach, the throughput will be quite low. It'll be like 20 megabits per second on the downlink on one cell. The allocation is the same on all the cells, so I add the second cell, we should see the throughput jump to 40. And then when I add the second cell, when I activate it rather, it should go to 60. And then we can start changing, we can do what we like. We can change the MCS when you go to the maximum, we should be able to see 450. If we've got time, I can remove an S cell, add a different one, all sorts of things. That's all if the device attaches in the first place. Very good. Are we, you want to run it and then I'll start this test proof. Just have to start this thing up. Starting up, so you can probably get it away. I know you can't really see down the back there, but so this is just a user interface. So now we've got a message here saying that we're waiting for a connection request from the device. So the device should come up. I might have to switch it to something, switch it to airplane mode and back or something. But it should come up. So if it's started yet. It's starting. Oh, it's just starting now. Okay. So it should attach any second now. It's going to attach to the pixel. Now this data here, it's very low. It says 40K. What that is just the, oh, there you go, it's attached. So, there we go. This number here, this is downlink throughput at the file layer. Total, right? Total. We can also put it for individual cells. So we've got 20 megahertz down, 20 megabits per second downlink because we've just got one cell. Now we're going to run our little command file. Thanks. The UE is attached. So now we're going to send the commands to bring up the powers of the other cells and add the 2 other cells, and we should see this change. So there's some information about what's being going on. There's a delay. We've now added the cell that we haven't activated. That's why we don't see the data rate go up yet. And then there we go. From 20 megahertz we went up to 40 for a short time because we activated the first cell, and then we activated the next cell quickly after. So now this says 60 megabits per second, right? So we've got 3 cells aggregated, and we're sending data to them. What we can do, be good. Can we show the messages? Maybe yeah, just to show you what's going on here. So, should have some messages here. It's difficult on the screen, I know. So these are all the messages sent out, and we should be able to see a reconfiguration message. Should be a couple of them, because we have it separate. Okay. So this is the reconfiguration message, which is, okay, so this push format is not push format 3. So this must have been adding the first S cell. Because when we add the second one, we've got to tell the UI to use push format 3. On this one, we're using the old format, so that was the first addition to the S cell. Now here, we added the second one, PUCCH format, now has to be, we have to tell the UI the PUCCH format 3 parameters. And down here, I know you can't see the back, but we just got an S cell index 2, physical cell ID is 2, and the downlink carrier frequency is 1575. Maybe, can we find the UI capabilities? Yeah, okay. So, this is hard to find it here. You probably want to, yeah. Okay, there they are. Okay, so this is the supported band indicators we were talking about earlier. So here, there's 3 entries. So the UI supports 3 cells at the same time. Okay. Band 1, I'll see, this says band 1, and it's band class A. Band 5, and band 3. And then, the top of it, oh yeah, there's 87 entries. Combinations, different combinations of band that this UI will support, right, in that table. So obviously I've picked my cell bands to correspond. By the way, if you look at the spec, not many of these combinations will support 450. Most of the combinations are like 20, 10, 5 or something, right? They're restricted. I've chosen one that does support 4. So now we've only got 20 megahertz on each cell, 60 megahertz total. Can we put on the individual cell downlinks? So we can see. Okay, so they all corresponding. So let's change the downlink MCS on cell 1. Just rise it to 20 or something. So we can see this go up. All the cells are the same at the moment, so this line is superimposed for each cell. So we're just going to change for, is it there? What do you think already? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so you can see what this cell is cell 1. You did cell 1, right? Someone. It's gone up. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. And the total has now gone up. So now we can set the highest MCS you can use. The MCS is the coding rate. It's how many bits, basically. Obviously, as you go up in MCS, then the data is harder to read, and you might get blurred. But we can put the MCS to the highest, which is 28 for all cells. So we'll just do MCS for 0, downlink MCS, yeah. So this is just a little interactive command, so we can say, okay, change the downlink MCS for cell 0 to 28, do it for cell 1, do it for cell 2, and there we have, let's see, jump up there to 450. It's just below. Where is it just below? Were they all? Did you move one up there? 28. Oh. There we go. Down, which cells hasn't got? Oh yeah, it is. It's 450. This line is 450. There you go. It's 450. You get it just below because there is some data loss because you can't use every subframe full allocation because you've got system information. You can't use those resources for the system information to send data to the UI as well. You should get a bit higher than that. There's one of them only 27 or something. Anyway, so we've got a few minutes, so we can do something else. So now we've got a 20 plus 20 plus 20 cells. I've got 4 cells created in the system. So So what I can do now, if we go back to the thing, so I can say, okay, let's remove cell 1 from the system. So we'll send out a message, a reconfiguration with the release, and we'll release cell 1. So yeah, remove 1. Okay, so now we should see the throughput drop and go back to 2 cell. But now we've only got 2 cells aggregated, right? So we drop back to 300 megabits per second. What we need to do now, the other cell I've got is on the same band as cell 1. So we'll take down the power of cell 1. Yeah. Hold on, did it work? Oh yeah, yeah. And then on cell 3 we'll bring up that power, right? Cell 3 is only 10 megahertz, that's the way I set it up. So we should see the rate not go back up to 450. So we did a CA add, right? Yeah. Okay, is it activated? Yeah. Yeah. And then we'll change the MCS to 28. And we should see it go up. And now we should see 275 megabits per second because it's only a 10 megahertz cell. We've got a 20 plus a 20 plus a 10 for carrier aggregation. Right. Now, we just did removal of 1 and added another. There's a lot of different mobility procedures you can test, right? And you've got to test every bandwidth combination. There's a lot of testing to go through, I'm sure you know. So this is good. Now what we can do, what have we got now? we've got 0, 1 and 3, right? Yeah. No, we've got 0, 2 and 3. I'll try this. It may not work.
Hand over.
Sort of. We could try that after, but I have to do something. It's supposed we have done it, but I'm not sure whether my scenario will actually do it correctly. But what we can do, we do the change CA set to 0, 1, 2. It's change and then capital C. Change, so yeah, lowercase a, capital S, I think. Okay, and we'll change it to 0, 1 and 2. Because remember at the moment, so I'm going back to the original configuration. I'm going to release that cell, hopefully, that we had, and go back to the original configuration. So now we'll send one reconfiguration message that releases the cell 3, but re-adds cell 1. The data rate will be terrible because cell 1's got a really low power because we turn the power down. So we can try that. There we go. Can we have a look at the message? We'll put the power up in a minute. Okay. We're sending that, right? Okay, good. The blur rate will be fine. So we can look at that last message that we sent out for the reconfiguration. Yeah, that one there, I guess. This very last one, right? It's there. So here we've got SL2 release list, and the value is 3. The SL index must have been 3 for cell 3, right? And then we've got add list, and it's added cell 1. Okay? And we activate it after. There'll be something at the Mac layer activated. So here you're doing an add and a release out all in one message. Obviously there are other combinations like handovers. You can do handovers and test those. And that's basically it, I think. What time is it?